Hey, it's Gabe with API Nation. Today I'm going to show you how you can sync MoxiWorks with Mailbox Power. So the contacts, as you're adding them into MoxiWorks, they can also get added into Mailbox Power. You can send direct mail, you can send awesome custom gifts to your clients, you can set up some automations to send out brownies to welcome them to your team. Let me show you what this looks like. So first, let me show you a little bit about Mailbox Power. If you go to mailboxpower.com, you can read all about it. They're a direct mail company, but also they send custom gifts. So you can do things like put their name on a water bottle. You can send them baked goods with their name on them. You can even send some laser etched poker sets or barbecue sets, or go with the gift card. There's a lot of great options here. And actually inside the app, they have automations and campaigns that you can set up for your clients with a single click, sending them a curated selection of custom gifts for months in the future. So if that sounds good to you and you're thinking that's great, I would love to send my MoxiWorks clients gifts like that. Just go to apination.com and we're gonna set up a sync to get those MoxiWorks contacts into Mailbox Power as soon as you add them. Once you click on Start Syncing, you're just gonna scroll down till you get to M for MoxiWorks and click on that. Going to show you the apps you can sync with MoxiWorks, including Mailbox Power. So I'm going to scroll down to that. There it is. Click on that. You can see here is the sync available, sending any new or updated contacts into Mailbox Power. So I'm going to activate that sync. The first step to setting this up is to sign into your API Nation account. If you don't have one, you can create one here. They're totally free to create. Or you can sign in with your Google account, which is what I'm going to do. Now we're going to connect both the apps. So here I'm going to connect MoxiWorks. I'm going to hit this big button. It's going to take me out to MoxiWorks where I sign in, and that makes the connection. After I've signed into MoxiWorks and made that connection, I'm going to do a similar thing with Mailbox Power. This is a little bit different. For Mailbox Power, we actually need an API key and a label. So the label can be your name, your company's name, your office's name. This is mostly just to keep track if you have multiple Mailbox Power accounts, so you can tell the difference between them and connect the correct one to this sync. I only have one Mailbox Power account, so I'm just going to name it after me, Gabe Co. And now I need an API key. Here are the instructions for finding that. You can also just click this link. It'll take you right to the page in your Mailbox Power account where that API key lives. I'm going to hit copy to clipboard, go back to API Nation, and paste it in there. And hit connect. All right, so we've connected both apps. Now it's just a little bit of configuration to create the sync. For example, which mail group do I want to send them to in Mailbox Power? I can choose whatever you want. I'm gonna go with the nice to meet you group so that any new contacts I add to MoxiWorks automatically get put in the nice to meet you group. You can also have it filtered so it only sends people who also have a birthday or an anniversary, totally up to you. I'm gonna hit subscribe. And that creates the sync. I'm just going to do a final check before I activate this sync. So I'm going to go through here. We're sending them to the nice to meet you group. If I wanted to filter further, maybe I want to filter and only send it to people in a certain city or a certain state or zip code. I can do that here. Maybe I'm focusing on some zip codes. So I can say, actually, I only want it if it's in the 92105 zip code. And you can actually mix and match some of these things. So you can say, or if it's in the 92117 zip code, and sort of build your farming area if that's the strategy you're going for. If you're just trying to greet every client or get every client into Mailbox Power, then I would just click it, clear out this filter, and send every new client into Mailbox Power. That way you can start sending them direct mail and custom gifts. Come down here to mapping. You can see we do most of this for you. First name, last name, home street address, home city, home state. This all looks really good. If there's anything else you want to add, you can just hit this plus sign and add it from MoxiWorks. I don't know if there's a pet name, but maybe I'll put notes in there, and maybe that's where I keep the pet name. So that looks good, and I'm going to hit activate this sync. And that's it. The sync is now active. Now, whenever I add a new contact into MoxiWorks, they're automatically also going to get added to Mailbox Power. It's going to save me a ton of data entry. It's going to allow me to send direct mail to my MoxiWorks contacts, and I can set up an automation in Mailbox Power so that every new contact I add automatically gets a piece of direct mail. Maybe they even get a nice brownie or some popcorn from me with their name on it, something custom, to reach out and build that relationship, which is going to help me create more deals. If you have any questions or need any assistance setting up this sync, give us a phone call, shoot us an email. We're API Nation, and we're connecting the world's applications.